Hello everyone, here letting you know what happened on the challenge, season 41, week 4. Yeah, so fireworks, a shocking elimination, and yeah, some stuff went down. It started off with everybody's at the condo, relaxing, chilling, taking it easy. Then CT, Derek, Tobo, Johnny Bananas, Cara Maria, Olivia, and Theo realized Derek Blonde here, it's his birthday. So they throw a surprise birthday party for him. And Johnny Bananas thought, well, he said, well, since Derek's gay, I got an idea. He says, the piano that you could break open, have stuff all of it, leave that with me. Well, I'll just tell you what he made. I can't tell you what the piano looked like, but Johnny Bananas made it. There was cake, shaped like something. Derek Blonde here loved it. He loved everybody that, partied up with went like all out for his birthday. He cried a little bit. He got emotional. He thought that was something nice for them to do. And then TJ showed up, and he said, "Now before we pick partners, Naya," he said, "you have informed me that you have suffered a knee injury." During week 1, when you hiked up the top of the mountain, hiked back down the other side of it. He said, and you've been pushing through with the injury and it's getting worse. She said, yes. So I want to stay here. And TJ said, well, the rule is if you're injured and it's really bad, you cannot physically compete, in case you end up basically, hurting yourself down the road in that. So he's told her to go get an MRI, see how bad the knee is. But before she could go, it was time to pick partners. He said, how will you pick your first rookie? So she picked Gabe. Then she left the condo to go to the doctor's hospital there to get an MRI done. Gabe was not happy that he was chosen first as a rookie by a pro that might not be able to compete because she's injured. After I tell you the partners on that, he has a few choice words. So where this is, in case you can see it, red is the pros, blue are the rookies. Olivia picked Justin, Cara Maria picked Ben, Theo picked Adia, Derek and Blonde here picked Sydney because he's picking rookies that don't live in the States, and she lives in Australia, and the one before that lived in China, the one before that lived in Alaska. The other Derek didn't get picked by nobody. Because like a pro could pick a rookie or a rookie could pick a pro, like they mix it up. And he got last, and no rookies wanted him. And Tay, no pros wanted her, so they end up partnering together. CT picked D because he likes why she's there. The reason why she wants to win the money is help support her family and that. That's helped support her throughout the years. So he said, like, I help people like that. He said that wants the money for a good reason, right? Cedric picked Kia. Bananas picked America just because he wants to know why her parents named her America. Narnia picked Will. Leroy picked Nikia. Vanessa picked Jeremiah because she said he's fast. And I've seen him in the weight room, and she said, I'm built like an ox. He can out bench press me in that weight room. So she likes that because that's two good skills to have. Jake picked Ashley, and Tobo picked Izzy. Now, after the teams were picked, they went back to the condo for a few hours before the challenge was ready, and they head out for it. Gabe started talking to other rookies and pros, and he was ticked off that Naya picked him first of all the rookies, and then she might not be able to compete. So he was saying some words, some curse words, saying it's not fair for me. He said, I might be going to elimination because her ass can't compete. Oh, you got an injured knee. Suck it up, he said. Deal with it. You're a 2-time winner and all this stuff. Whoopie-a-doo and all that. Then Naya came back to the condo hours later, and she was told by Olivia, Leroy, Nanya, all that, what Gabe has said. Well, let me tell you, she confronts him. And I can't tell you what she said because they were curse words. But pretty well, she put him in his place. She's like, look, I'm a 2-time winner. Of all the women here this season, I'm the only one that's finished top 8 7 times within the 40 seasons. She said, I've had my ups and downs. She said, I have competed before with injuries, and I pushed through it. So don't you dare say that I'm going to hold you back because of my knee injury. And to suck it up, she said, now, I got the MRI test done. I'm waiting for the results. She said, but I'm going to tell you right up straight up front, because what you said about me and all that, come challenge time, I ain't helping your ass out. So, you're going right into elimination. Hope you like that. And she stormed out of the room, and his jaw dropped. Then, came time for the challenge. And it's called Water Tower. Big, huge tower in the middle of, like, the lake. And it's got, like, footholds and all that. And how it worked was 2 teams of 2 will start. One has to swim and climb the tower, jump inside of it, pummel to the bottom, swim underneath, swim to where their partner's at, which is on a platform in the middle of the lake, solving a puzzle. You must get the flags on top of the tower, make it to your partner, and time to stop after the puzzle's complete and you're both together with the flag. Well, Nia couldn't compete because her knee injury, and she's waiting for the test results. TJ understood that. And Gabe started getting mad because he knew right then, and the rules state, if you cannot compete, I'll make you go into elimination. So TJ's announced, okay, we know who's going to eliminations, you two. You don't know until elimination night. It might be a man's elimination, a women's elimination, depending on the coin flip. So he said the other people will be competing for first place. Only one first place. It won't be second, third, or fourth, just first. You will get 8 points each. And he still won't explain what the point system will help you. He said it'll help you out close to the finale. That's all I'm telling you. So you want points. So you have to come in the top 4 every time. He said, so that's what everybody competed for. Well, Derek, the one without blonde hair, he swam and he climbed that tower like King Kong, like quick. And he grabbed the flag, but when he dove inside the tower to hit the water down below to swim under, he hit his head on one of the sides of the wall and knocked himself silly for a few minutes. Then he regained his composure, realized where he was at, and because of the time that took for him to basically snap back to where he was and swam to where Tay was, she had the puzzle solved. But the time he got there added like a bunch of minutes to the clock. Giant Bananas slipped when he got on top of the tower with the flag. And if the rule was if you get to the top of the tower and you slip and fall off, you're disqualified. Or if you get to your partner without the flag, you're disqualified. So he slipped when he climbed to the very top of it and all that. Nia slipped as well, so her and Will got disqualified. Olivia and Justin, man, they kind of just smoked that team. I think it was Nero and Nikia they went up against. They just smoked them, man. They were done just like that. Vanessa wanted to climb the tower. Nehemiah said, hey, I've seen you for previous seasons. You're great at puzzles. She said, yeah. So you do the puzzle. I'll swim to the tower, get the flag, and meet you. So Vanessa, well, that makes sense because she calls herself the queen of puzzles. Well, he climbed that tower within like a minute. Swam underneath with the flag, got to her, and she was struggling with the puzzle. He's like, you're supposed to be so great at puzzles. What's the holdup? And then we tried to help, but she would not let him help her. So Derek with the blonde hair and Sydney ended up beating them with a faster time. Theo and Idea, something was fishy there. Even Olivia saw Theo purposely jumped midway off the tower to get disqualified. She said, why would her boyfriend do that? Idea is a part of the UK alliance because she's from the UK. And Olivia. said, why did he do that? And everybody else is saying, like, that wasn't accidental. You could tell that was on purpose. So he must have had a hidden agenda. We might find out later on in the weeks why he did it. So, first place that got 8 points each was Olivia and Justin with the quickest time. And then Nia gave, because they did not compete because of her knee injury, automatically went to elimination. So, TJ announced that the power this week for first place is you get to pick one team to save from elimination, and that team cannot vote for other team to go in. Because sometimes is if that team can still vote or they can't vote, well, in this case, they can't. So they went back to the condo, and Olivia called Maria, Derek with blonde hair, Theo, and the rest of the UK Alliance to her room. And she said, look, I'm after Joey Bananas for what he pulled on season 40 last year, trying to purposely get me, Maria, Thea, and Michelle gone. And he got 3 out of 4 of us gone before the finale. And Maria said, yeah, he did it dirty too. So Olivia said, now's my chance to put him in elimination. So she said, there's 8 of us here, the UK Alliance. That's 8 votes against him going to elimination. She said, I got nothing against America. She just had to partner up with Joey Bananas. And then they were talking, and they said, what if it's a women's elimination? She said, then that will work perfectly, because if it's a women's elimination, Bananas will be without a partner. And she said, if no rookies choose him, if we can convince the majority of the rookies not to pick Johnny Bananas the following week, he'll have to go into the next challenge handicap without a partner, basically. Well, CT found out about this discussion. He has an alliance with Derek and Bananas to make it to the finale. So he went to Olivia, and she explained the plan. He loved the plan. And he said, I'm telling you right in front, me, Derek, and Bananas have an alliance. We're going to make it, so we'll be in the finale. She said, that's understandable, everybody's making alliances and that. But CT said, but you can trust me. I'm not going to vote for Bananas, but I would not vote for any of your UK Alliance people. And Olivia appreciated that. He said, I'll talk to Dee and get her on board as well. Well, Nadia and Avi realized everybody's talking about Giant Bananas going to elimination. So they decided to try to save Bananas because they're good friends of his. So they started talking with the rest of the people at the house, like Turbo, people like that, and said, look, don't vote for Giant Bananas America. Vote for whoever you want to vote for. She said, they were like, we don't care who you vote for. Just don't vote for Johnny Bananas in America. Don't let the UK Alliance do this to Johnny because of a vendetta from last year, stuff like that. And Vanessa agreed with Nadia. And Vanessa is a friend of Nadia and Avi's and Bananas, but she's also a good friend of Olivia and Michelle. And Michelle's one of the people that Johnny Bananas did dirty last season to get her eliminated. Try to get her eliminated. She's the one that didn't get eliminated and went to the finale against him and 6 other people. By Maria, Olivia, and who's it? Maria, Olivia. Oh yeah, Thea. He got sent packing. So Vanessa told Olivia what was happening, and she said, I'm just telling you up front, your vendetta against Johnny Bananas is gonna affect our friendship. So I'm with Team Bananas. I'm just letting you know. Outside the show, if you don't want to patch friendship up, it's fine. If you drop this vendetta against payback from last season, we're good. And Olivia said, seriously, we've been friends for years, and just because I get a chance to send Bananas elimination, you're up his butt. And Vanessa didn't like that. And so Olivia said, we'll talk with us afterwards. So T-Day showed up, and everybody started voting. But before they could vote, Olivia and Justin saved Izzy and Tobal. And Johnny Banana spoke right up and said, oh yeah, that makes perfect sense. And she said, Olivia's like, what do you mean? Camarines Rotabo. Oh, I thought for sure you'd pick one of your team UK Alliance people. Oh, no, that means they can't vote. So you're just going to pick a random team that can't vote. And just so happens Tobo is a friend of mine. And Tobo's like, hey. Like, look, dude, just like, suck it up, deal with it, right? So everybody starts voting, and it's bananas, America, bananas, America, bananas, America. Then Naya and Will voted, and Naya voted for bananas, her best friend, and he was shocked at that vote. And she kind of had like a grin on her face. And then Bananas realized like half the house has voted for him already, and the other half started voting for random other people. And he realized, look, we're going to elimination. It's not fair for America, the rookie, to go in. Then he started, but his speech ticked a lot of people off. His speech was, the reason why the challenge for 41 seasons has been on TV. And CT spoke right up and said, look, man, don't get all cocky, think you're the reason why the show is succeeded the way it is. He said the fans are the number one reason. A lot of us have been here a lot longer than you. And you don't see us being cocky, arrogant. And Johnny Bananas, I've been at 25 out of 41 seasons. I'm the reason why this show's still on TV, stuff like that. TJ was laughing, right? But a lot of people was getting mad. So CT said, well, I told Olivia I wasn't going to vote for you. But if your attitude, your ass is going elimination, boy. So that was awesome. So elimination night came. Bananas in America was there against Naya and Gabe. TJ didn't even flip a coin because come find out Naya got her MRI results back. And her knee injury, if she continues, could cause further longer damage. So TJ sent her home. So Naya's gone. She's off the challenge. Bananas loved it because, first of all, he's saved, right? And second of all, that's a part of the UK Alliance that lost a member. And Gabe is mad because now he's without a partner. And if nobody picks him next week, he goes into the challenge by himself and may end up going into elimination. Now, what I'm thinking is maybe not. See, Naya knew before elimination that she was going to be going home. So she waited until then to announce that she was leaving the game. Maybe Naya found out about that, and that's why she voted bananas, because she knew the outcome already. And if that's the case, that's a smart/dirty play right there. So Naya's gone. That's a pro that's taken out. And then TJ said, okay, next week we're going to pick new partners. He said, Gabe, hopefully you get picked. Because, you know, if you don't get picked and if you lose the challenge, you go right in elimination. But then 2 teams will be joining you and 1 team will be saved. And all that. And Bananas laughed all cocky and smirk-like look on his face. But he took a lot of people off of that speech. So I cannot wait for next week to see what the repercussions of that are. And let me know below in the comments. Do you think Naya knew that Naya was leaving? That's why she voted for her best friend Bananas to go in elimination, because she knew the vote wouldn't matter because she'd be leaving the contest. There we have it, folks. Stay safe, everybody. Too sweet. Bye.